Hello guys, good morning. This is Mridula and I shall be taking the Hindu editorial session today. Can you please scroll down? Yeah, to begin with, thought of the day, life gives us new lessons each day, not for learning but to improve our understanding. So the quote is basically about life, how we deal with circumstances day in and day out. So it is talking. It's a kind of a learning experience where we can learn more, something new to improve our skills. This is not just for learning but to improve our understanding as well. So there's a famous quote which states and compares life as a roller coaster. So it's our choice whether to scream or to enjoy. It depends on us. There will be ups and downs, just like a roller coaster. So it's our choice to scream or to enjoy. So I think that will go well with the given thought of the day. Life gives us new lessons where we'll be learning more new things for learning, not just for learning, but to improve our understanding as well. Can you please scroll down? Leo Patrick, could you please scroll down? Separately, together. This is the editorial on opposition unity. Opposition parties are too divided on several issues to form a national alternative to Bharatiya Janata Party. So all opposition parties they decided to unitedly give it a fight and competition to ruling party Bharatiya Janata Party. So there is a thing called inner party democracy, which states that we all the parties inner mechanism, so that will go well here because on opposition's unity, if all oppositions are united together they can give a tough fight to Bharatiya Janata Party. So that is the thing. Could you please scroll down? Yeah, why do we require opposition unity? Why is it needed? The article is talking about because single handedly, if they fight alone, they may not be successful. But all together, united, once united, they can give it a fight and competition to the ruling party. So, with the 2024 Lok Sabha elections 19 months away, the chorus on opposition unity screen is not visible. Yeah, it's visible now. The chorus on opposition unity is getting louder once more. So all opposition parties are on a firm stand to give tough fight to the ruling party. Bihar Chief Minister, for example, he quotes some examples. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar in the last one. Scroll down, please. Last 1 month had already been to Delhi twice, crooning the anthem to bring everyone together. So already Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar is in his own trials to unite all the opposition parties. In this regard, he has taken his first step and went to Delhi and twice. Why? To unite all the opposition parties, crooning the anthem to bring everyone together. That is what we discussed. He is not the only one singing this song, that is to unite all the opposition parties. Even in historically, we can see 1977 during the national emergency period, all opposition parties got united and they successfully defeated Congress Party. Congress Party was a tough party in those days, 1977, but all opposition parties came together and they are very much successful because Moraji Desai was appointed as a prime minister then. In fact, he is oldest prime minister to run the government. So this is not a new case; it's already there historically as well. Could you please scroll down? Yeah, even not only Nitish Kumar, even Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao has travelled to Delhi, Patna and Bengaluru to explore an anti-Bharatiya Janata Party front. Even not only Nitish Kumar, Telangana Chief Minister, not only him but even Mamata Banerjee of West Bengal Chief Minister also singing the same chorus that they are all want to unite all the opposition parties and bring the government down to the knees. But let us see what happens. So, where are we? Yeah, the left parties routinely call for uniting all secular democratic forces without really spelling out who will come within this bracket. But despite these parties, the possibility of 1977 type opposition alliance, we have discussed just now, right? 1977 opposition alliance, how successful it was. Just now we discussed, is unlikely to be materialized. At an event organized by the Indian National Lok Dal in Haryana recently, several parties came together, but the Congress was reportedly excluded, prompting Mr. Kumar to publicly state that no opposition alliance can be meaningful without. Can you please scroll down? Yeah, here we are. Where are we? Publicly state that no opposition alliance can be meaningful without it. So, so every party has to contribute, and every opposition party has to come together wholeheartedly so as to bring down the government. It's not one party or two parties, but all parties together. Yeah, Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav is never found wanting in taking on the BJP, but is now skeptical about trying up with the Bahujan Samajwadi Party and the Congress, and is very hostile to the idea of Mr. Kumar trying to expand his footprint into Uttar Pradesh. The Congress is critical for any opposition unity, and then its former president Rahul Gandhi is walking from Kanyakumari to Kashmir with the slogan of Unite India. Everybody has taken a leap ahead in this direction to bring all the opposition parties together. First, they stated about Naveen Kumar of Odisha, and next they talked about KCR and KTR of Telangana, and then they have talked even about Akhilesh Yadav, Samajwadi Party, and now he is talking about Rahul Gandhi as well. All of them are working in this direction to unite all the opposition parties. Even Rahul Gandhi even started his own march by with a slogan called Unite India. Unite India, that is to unite all the opposition parties to as against the ruling government BJP. Okay, can you please scroll down? Yeah, but the party is also caught up in a storm of internal politics at that moment. This one also we discussed. There is something called inner party democracy, where how party members deal within amongst themselves within the party. So that is also we discussed. The Aam Aadmi Party's national convener Arvind Kejriwal in facing his prospects of emerging as the alternative to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and does not want to dilute his stakes in larger formation. So he's also talking about Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal, also one amongst key players in uniting all opposition parties. We have discussed so many leaders till now from multiple states. Okay, so Arvind Kejriwal has also taken leap in this direction. Okay, please scroll down. Yeah, now they are talking about Trinamool Congress, which we have already discussed. Mamata Banerjee is the one, right? Which is the second largest opposition party in parliament, has been yearly, eerily silent on opposition unity. West Bengal Chief Minister and Trinamool Congress Chief Mamata Banerjee is no longer exhibiting the enthusiasm she showed ahead of 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Before in 2019, she had showed lot of enthusiasm, but now to unite all the opposition parties, but she now no longer shows such kind of a interest. The Trinamool Congress chose to abstain rather than side with opposition in the vice presidential elections. Even Trinamool Congress, what they did, they abstained rather than they abstained from participation rather than siding with opposition. Generally, Mamata Banerjee is a good and a strong contestant as against the ruling party, but this time what they did, they abstained from voting rather than taking any sides. Okay, please scroll down. It's not as if opposition unity alone can defeat the BJP. We are not talking just about only opposition parties has to unite to defeat the BJP, but also in 2019 in Uttar Pradesh, the SP, that is Samajwadi Party, and BSP, that is Bahujan Samajwadi Party, came together but failed to push back the BJP in the state. It is not a new scenario they are talking. They mentioned even about 1977 elections, and they are also talking about 2019 elections where the SP, that is Samajwadi Party, and Bahujan Samajwadi Party, both of them came together. But however, they failed to push back the BJP. BJP took the lead again because they were not successful enough. That is what they are talking about. Still, state level partners of anti-BJP parties can be more viable than national level attempts. Okay, please scroll down. Yeah, the more parties try to show unity at the national or multi-state level, the more their contradictions show up. Focus on each state separately, attending to the so the more these parties try to show unity at the national level, it all depends how much united all these opposition parties are to give a united force to against the ruling party. Focusing on each state separately, now we discussed multiple states and how is the scenario in each and every state. We understood their situations by taking by picking one or two more leaders, just like Naveen Patnaik, and then Bahujan Samajwadi Party, and then we have even talked about Arvind Kejriwal. We talked about K. Chandrasekhar Rao of Telangana, KCR. So many examples they took, but focusing on each state separately and attending to the, please scroll down. Local particularities might be more useful for these parties. So focusing on state separately, attending to local particularities, it's better to focus on each one of them rather than discussing in entirety. That is what they are talking about. It would be much more useful for these parties as well, how the parties are moving and working to give us united front, opposition led one. Okay, please scroll down. I think we are done.
Politics.
Yeah, thanks to all participants. Thanks for being such a patient audience. I think some more vocabulary, it's better if we see and some MCQs. Okay. Who has been appointed next Chief Defence Staff? Anil Chauhan. Anil Chauhan was appointed recently as new CDS. We know Bipin Rawat. Bipin Rawat has died, right, as a Chief of Defence Staff, CDS. But now Anil Chauhan has taken charge as Chief of Defence Staff. Who inaugurated Lata Mangeshkar Chowk in Ayodhya? It is Yogi Adityanath has inaugurated that. Okay. Who has been appointed Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia? It's Mohammed bin Salman as appointed as the Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia. Okay. Next question. Yeah, Rahul dash English class every day. Which one suits it well? Rahul attended English class every day. Every day is a common noun, right? Every day they are attending. So you should use some simple past tense. V2 attend, attended, attended. V1 is attend, V2 is attended, V3 is also attended. Here attended suits well when compared to other statements. Rahul attended English class every day. Okay, let's go to next question. Which Indian state or union territory launched the Mahila Nidhi loan scheme for social and economic development of women through loans? Which state introduced its Rajasthan government has introduced Mahila Nidhi scheme? For this can be a right step in the direction of women empowerment. Mahila Nidhi scheme. Okay, as per the latest NCRB report, NCRB in the sense National Crime Records Bureau report, the highest number of sedition cases were registered in which states? NCRB, National Crime Records Bureau, has recently released this. As per NCRB, Andhra Pradesh has the highest number of sedition cases. It's okay. Let us move on to next question. Which country holds G20 presidency in 2022? G20 presidency, it's Indonesia, right? Indonesia, I guess. So Indonesia holds the G20 presidency. Yeah, answer key is there. Indonesia, yes. Indonesia is the correct answer. Thank you one and all once again. Especially thank you to each and everyone who are listening to me right now. Thank you.